A very good evening, my dear students. Hereby I am going to start the competitive classes of the chapter Statistics. In the first class, we will try to solve the easiest problems which comes under the topic Statistics. Now here question number 1 states that find the median of the following data. See, in statistics you know how the data points can be expressed, isn't it? One is continuous frequency distribution, another one is discrete frequency distribution. They comes under which type of data? They comes under grouped data, isn't it? See, these elements are distinguished by utilizing the comma notation, isn't it? So this type of data representation in statistics is called as which type of data representation? It is ungrouped data representation, isn't it? Here our task is to find out the median of this ungrouped data points. Now first of all, what you are supposed to calculate? Your task is to calculate the number of observations. How many number of observations are there? 3, 6, 8, isn't it? That is n is equal to 8. Note that it is an even number, isn't it? There is a rule to find the median for even number of observations as well as odd number of observations, isn't it? If you are having even number of observations, then median is obtained by calculating the mean of n by 2th plus n by 2 plus 1th observation, isn't it? This one is the formula to calculate the median for ungrouped data points if the number of observations are even in number. First of all, to find the median, what and all things you are supposed to consider? First of all, your task is to calculate the number of observations. That is already done. We have noted that the number of observations are even in number. And next task is to write the ungrouped data points either in the ascending order or in the descending order, isn't it? So let us try to write the data points in the ascending order. For the sake of simplicity, I am saying first entry is 3, next entry is 4, next entry is 5, next entry is 6, next entry that is 10, next entry that is 12, next 14, and the last entry is 21. Note that here also we have written 8 number of observations, isn't it? Now here your task is to calculate n by 2, that is 8 by 2, that is equal to 4th observation plus n by 2 plus 1, that is equal to 5th observation. See, in this ascending order, which one is the 4th observation? That is this one. Which one is the 5th observation? That is 10, isn't it? Add up those two things and divide it by 2. 16 you are having, 16 by 2, that is equal to 8. Therefore, the median for this ungrouped data point is exactly equal to 8. I hope you have understood the solution of this particular problem. Next problem is problem number 2. It states that find the mean deviation about the median for the ungrouped data points. Here they have given 9 ungrouped data points, isn't it? How many data points are there? N is equal to 9. Note that it is an odd number. So you are supposed to find out the mean deviation about the median for odd number of data points. For the convenience, we know that if the number of observations are odd in number, then median is given by this formula, that is n plus 1 divided by 2th observation, isn't it? This one is the formula for calculating median for the ungrouped data points if the data points are odd in number. So here your task is to find out the median. Substitute n is equal to 9 after writing either the data points in the ascending order or in the descending order. Here for the sake of simplicity, once again I am going to write these ungrouped data points in the ascending order itself. So the first entry come out as 2, next entry is also 2, next entry come out as 4, next entry is 5, next entry is also equal to 5, next one 2 5s are over, next one 6, 7 is over, next how many are over already? 7 are over, next one 10, last one is 12. Now here in this set of ascending order of the given ungrouped data points, which one is the n plus 1 by 2th observation, that is n is equal to 9, 9 plus 1 that is equal to 10, 10 by 2 that is equal to 5th observation, isn't it? Which one is the 5th observation in this ascending order of the ungrouped data points? That is exactly equal to 5. Therefore, the median for this set of ungrouped data points is exactly equal to 5. Now here your task is to find out the deviation of each and every data points in this ascending order with respect to this median. They are given by subtract 2 by 5. You will get minus 3. Next one is also minus 3, minus 1, next 0, next 0, next plus 1, next plus 2, plus 5 and plus 7. Now here your task is to take the absolute value, that is modulus of xi minus m, that is equal to 3, 3, 1, 0, 0, 1, 2, 5, 7. Now here your task is to calculate the mean deviation about the median for this ungrouped data points utilizing this formula, that is 1 divided by n into summation of modulus of xi minus m, where I running from 1 to 9 over here. That is equal to how many data points are given? Here 9 data points are there in this ungrouped data, isn't it? 1 divided by 9, and here your task is to add up all these absolute values of the deviations of each and every observation from the median. If you add up all these things, here you will get 7, 7 plus 7 that is 14, 15, 16, 17, 17 plus 5 that is equal to 22, isn't it? If you calculate the thing over here, the answer must be come out as approximately equal to 2.4. This one is the mean deviation about the median for this ungrouped data point. I hope all of you people have understood the solution of this particular problem also. Next, problem number 3 states that they have given that the mean of 5 observations 1, 2, 6, x and y. See, these are the 5 observations they have given, and they have given that mean of these 5 observations is exactly equal to 4.4. That implies x bar is equal to 4.4. Now here your task is to find out the value of the expression x plus y. Now by the knowledge of the mean for the ungrouped data points, we know that x bar can be written as summation of xi, where I running from here 1 to 5, because only 5 observations are given, isn't it? Whole divided by n. N value is equal to 5 because only 5 observations are given, that is equal to 4.4. Now here you can add up the xi's, that is x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5. If you add up all these things, you'll get 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus x plus y whole divided by n. N is nothing but equal to 5 because only 5 observations are given, isn't it? That is equal to 4.4. If you add up all these things, here you will get 9, isn't it? Plus x plus y. If you cross multiply over here, you will get 22. 4.45 is a 22. Now this implies x plus y is equal to, shift this plus 9 to this side, you will get 22 minus 9, that is equal to 13. Therefore, the value for the expression x plus y is come out as exactly equal to 13. I hope all of you people understood the solution of this particular problem also. This one is the last problem for today's session, that is problem number 4. It states that if summation of xi, where I running from 1 to 10, that is equal to 60, and summation of xi square, where I running from 1 to 10 is come out as exactly equal to 360, then here your task is to find out the expression or the value for this expression, that is summation of xi cube, where I running from 1 to 10. Here, dear students, you can make out the fact that this entire expression is nothing but the square of this expression. That means this one is obtained by multiplying these two these two expressions twice, isn't it? So you can write this one as summation of xi cube, where I running from 1 to 10 is obtained by multiplying these two things. That's it. Summation of xi square, where I running from 1 to 10 multiplied with summation of xi, where I running from 1 to 10. That is equal to, what is the value of this one? That is 360, and this one is equal to exactly 60. Now if you multiply these two things, how much will get? 2160. Therefore, summation of xi cube, where I running from 1 to 10 is come out as exactly equal to 2160. I hope all of you people have understood the basic competitive class of the chapter statistics. I hope all of you people are following the things. These are nothing but the simplest problems you can solve under the chapter statistics. Let me continue with the next higher level problems in the upcoming classes. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.